Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are getting back into another playthrough of Zerywia as we get start the campaign. We're going to be doing Ughmor's Mass Scenario 1, just Scenario 1 tonight, and then we will get into more scenarios as the week goes on. As I said, I'm on vacation next week, so I'm probably going to complete the entire scenario, the entire campaign of Ughmor's Mass, just to give you a feel of what that looks like, and I'm going to include a dungeon delve so you can see what that looks like as well. So it'll be scenario 1, a dungeon delve, scenario 2, and 3 and 4, so we can see what it's like to play the game as the campaign is building itself to see how it changes and evolves, as well as fight a herald so you can see what the herald fights look like, so you can get a sense of, okay, this is the full extent and the beauty and breadth of this game, which will be great. Let's take a look at who we got with us today. Let's see. And I gotta put this in here. And then, from that, I can do this. Greetings from Belgium. Hey, welcome. Pull up a chair. You are always welcome. I just finished to watch your 4-hour-long video of the first scenario. Yeah, it was kind of long. I'm sorry. I backed the game and the RPG all in. Can't wait to put my hands on it. That's fantastic. I hope you do get a chance to play it and you enjoy it as much as I have. I think this is a fun game, but that's me. Tara, hello. How's it going, Tara? Welcome. Pull up a chair. Mike, what's going on? Welcome as well. Matt, how's it going? And Steven, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. So go ahead and pull up your chairs. I want to say thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, my YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither and just coming to check out to see what I'm about, welcome. Thank you as well for popping in. There's plenty of space at the table. Pull up your chair. Let's play some games together. Let's have some fun. So we're going to be getting back. We're going to be starting the scenario. I'm going to go through some stuff, some items on there that were in the last, were in the playthrough that I played on Sunday that I need to just kind of correct. And which isn't too much. I actually did pretty well, but better than others. And we'll see how it goes. Hey Brian, what's going on? Just listening while doing the first mow of the season. Welcome. Don't stub your toe pulling up a chair. So we're gonna get our usual spiel. You know how it goes. I thank everybody, and then I give you some information about the game from BGG's or Board Game Geek site. And then go down to the table so we can begin and get into some shenanigans. Before we begin, the one correction I need to make that was pointed out to me by Andrew, thank you so much, Andrew, for in the comments, is the Rokita that I pulled that kind of hosed up my entire item collection. This horrible card is actually a scenario-specific card that I should not have had in the threat deck, in the summons deck. So it's a scenario-specific card that I should not have had. But I had it, and nothing stops you from mixing it in. If you want to play the game and mix it in, mix that sucker in and have a good time. But there is a scenario-specific piece for that. So I've taken the Rokita out of my deck, and out of the summons deck, as well as his wonderful 4 brothers and sisters, and we will go from there just playing it regular. Other than that, that was the only mistake I made, which is crazy. But we're going to dive into this. We're going to get ready to scenario. Let's get some information, then we'll get down to the table. All right, Zerywia delivered in 2021, but I just got mine in 2022, as well as late pledge, late backers will get theirs. Dominic is shipping himself, right? It's not a big distributor company that he's going through. This is all him doing the work, so it's going to take some time, but he is delivering out now. He did say in the last stream, in Sunday stream, he was on there with us, and he did say that they would be reprinting this game, and he gave a date of May 3rd. I'm not gonna say, hey, hold your breath, May 3rd, but he gave a date of May 3rd for the reprint to hit Kickstarter for you to back it if you're interested. I think he said that it's the same. They've added just a little bit more stuff, not too much. And they're working on kind of fine-tuning and refining my book of tabs. So they'll fine-tune and refine it, and then those book of tabs will be great how it comes out. I got hit with fees from HOA for not taking care of my lawn. Yikes. Take care of your lawn, Steven. So, okay. 8.2 came out. 85 people rated so far. There's only a set number that's left for you to late back. You can actually go on GameFound right now, look up Zerywia, and it's in there for you to purchase to get if you're interested in getting it now, or if you want to wait for the Kickstarter on May 3rd that's supposed to drop. I don't know. I don't have a definitive date. He just said May 3rd. So if May 3rd comes around, it's not there, don't blame me. So 1 to 4 players, community says 1 to 3, but best played 1 to 2 player. I can probably see that in terms of the 1 to 2 player. 4 player can get a little bit long in the 2 first for the next person waiting for, or the person at the end of the line waiting for their turn. But true solo, and if you want to play this two-handed, I think two-handed is where someone said that the game really takes off, so it would be awesome for that. 45 to 150 minutes. I did a 4-hour video on it. You tell me if it's 45 to 150 minutes. Age 13 plus. The community says 12 plus. It is 12 plus. There's nothing lewd that's on here that's not for children. And the fights are pretty straightforward dice rolls, as you saw last playthrough. Weight on the game is about a 3.38. I once again push back against that because there's a lot of nuance that you have to remember. You have one cycle. Each cycle, or you have multiple cycles. Each cycle contains 4 turns. Each turn contains 2 action. And then both of those actions have subgroups. This is why I say it's not a 3.38. It's probably like a 4.25. But once you get the rules down, it flows like any complex game. Once you get the rules down, you got it. But it's just there's a lot of nuance to the game. So a 3.38, I probably wouldn't put it there. Yeah, they misplaced the decimal point, Steven. Instead of 45 minutes, it's 4.5 hours. They misplaced the decimal place. But yeah, so designer Dominic and Presmisla, who hopefully I said your name correctly. If not, I'm so sorry. But artist, the art was done by Dominic, which is fantastic, and published by himself, which is Khalifa Publishing. Like I said, you could go to GameFound and purchase the game now if you're interested, or wait until May 3rd for the Kickstarter to drop. Completely up to you. Play like two-handed. Yeah, I would too, but I fail my dice rolls at life too, so you know I stick with true solo. All right, let's get down to the table. Okay, so we've got the land of Zerywia up here, and that exists around the Venetian Sea. We have the Sventavid that is here, and that will start getting affected by me playing terribly. I asked my Patreons to choose who will I play next. I'm not sticking with Dobal. I just wanted him to be on there for you to see the game being played, and they selected Svara. Sure. I know Dominic was doing a playthrough with Svara, but they selected her, and she will be the person that we use in here. That's Mage Knight territory, I know, right? So Svara, the Vengeful Grace, is what they selected. She has 6 Vigor, 6 Instinct, and 5 Will. To start off with, that map symbol that you have on there is a map ability that works before or after the hero's action. They can use it whenever, so I don't have to use it. But this one specific says at the start of your turn, you may move into an adjacent region. That is not an action, because everything that, and I'll show you a card that has action on it because I've chose her build out that we're going to be able to use. So basically at the start of my turn, each of my 4 turns in one cycle, I can move into an adjacent forest region. So that's not too bad. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Canje, are you playing as the top hat, the dog, or the race car? The dog, always. So, Svara Vengeful Grace has that ability. She can equip up to 3 weapons, 1 ritual, or 2 allies. Remember, we talked about this in the build-out. 3 weapons, 1 ritual, or 2 allies. That's here. Her camp ability lets her refresh a prime, one instinct, and 2 other attributes of her choice when we can. So that is her build out. The one thing I didn't talk about in the last playthrough, because it didn't happen, but it's every character. When you get when Taint has taken up all 3 of your ability slots, you actually flip to your Dread form. The Dread, this is your new ability, this is your new life. Until you go down below 3 Taint, you flip to this. What that means is, I can't use any offerings, I can't use any trophies. My camp ability lets me fix 3 attributes, I can't use any feats, and that is a green die that goes with this, and I have to spend a prime to use that die in combat if I'm going to do it. So it gets me a little strong, but it's also not the greatest. Her ability is Fervent Soul. So Fervent Soul says, that's weird, like with the thing with her eyes, it looks demonic, right? It's crazy. Let's see, her feat ability is Fervent Soul. On the determination step, any hero, including her, you can reroll your dice any number of times by spending will for each one of your dice rolled. So that means that as long as I spend willpower, which, move this up a little so you can see it. As long as I spend willpower, which is here, I can, for each willpower spent, I can reroll my dice when they're terrible. She also has this one: if I spend a prime, I can remove any 1 shield from the enemy that I'm facing in that challenge. So, pretty cool. Her lovely primal. Let me try it again. Her personal saga. I can get it. Her personal saga revolves around Hole Eater's Fang, the Hole Eater Saga. That's what she's going to be going with. A lovely weapon that I painted and then put blood on, because why? But that is part of her personal saga, which is the Hole Eater Saga. In the determination step, she can spend 2 vigor to add a vigor token to this challenge, which means if she spends 2 vigor, it's an automatic vigor that she gets to the challenge if she wants to do. And if she crits on a vigor die, she gains 2 vigor runes straight out. So basically, she has the potential to get 3 vigor runes if she uses that and crits on 1 card. She also has to spend, whenever she spends a vigor she get in a combat challenge, she gets a red die and she gets the ability to reroll it. How is that her Dread's form with straight hair? I don't ask. I don't know. I ain't got nothing. I don't know. I have no idea. Her next one that she has is Quarrel. She has a quarrel with you. Quarrel, which is part of the Pre-Plat's Blade Saga, on the determination step, I could spend 1 instinct to turn an instinct token into a vigor token. An instinct rune, rune, I'd say rune, into a vigor rune. This is going to be green dice. If I get a green crit, I gain 1 vigor or 1 instinct or 1 will rune if I choose to do that, and I'll get a reroll with that, and it is a weapon. So that's her second weapon. The next card that I went with for her is Cora. Cora is an ally, and she can have up to 2 allies that she can set in her action slot if she has. Cora isn't part of any saga. She's just an ally that hangs with us. She likes us. She thought our braids were cool, and she wanted to hang out and see how it's done ourselves. But on the at the start or end of my action, I can use an action. That action needs more clarity. You need a rulebook. I'll get to that in a second. Let me go through this. I'll get to that. Isn't Quarrel a crossbow bolt? It should be, right? So on dawn or day phases only, I can actually use my action instead of to explore. I can use my action to disperse the merc in this region or an adjacent region. That means clear it off the board. However, it is not a binding, very important when you use Cora. It is not a binding, a merc binding ritual, so therefore you will not get an offering. you will just clear the Merc. So you're not getting the offering when you use her ability. It's just clearing the Merc in adjacent regions or the region that she's in. She comes with a blue die, a willpower die. And if she crits on it, she'll gain a willpower rune and a willpower shield. And she gives you part of the test that you don't have to spend. See what that plus means? That plus means I don't have to spend will. She just gives me a blue die for any challenge. No spendy. And that's how that works. Also, okay, so let's get to the question that, let's see, what do you say here? That action thing needs more clarity. One of many in the rulebook. When Dom plays Korra's Merc removal action in his video, he mentioned you don't get a regen action. You do get a regen action on his from what I went through. You don't, you use it as an action. His regen action is an option. So this is the clarity of all that, Brandon, right here on this card. So basically you get an action, and your action can either be to rest or to take an exploration action. But you still get regen options after you do an action. And I believe, if I'm not incorrect, on his video, Brandon, he did take a regen option. He didn't take an exploration action. He moved with his, I know the video you're talking about. He started his turn with Svara, and he used her ability to move. Then he took an action to take an exploration action where he moved again, and then he did a regen option. When he used Korra's ability, and I remember that video, I watched it like 7 times. When he used Korra's ability, he used that action, but he didn't take an exploration action. He then took a regen action. It wasn't the extent of all of his actions. So I remember that video, and hopefully that answers that question. Okay, cool. Where was I? I was talking about something. Gone. It's gone. Oh yeah. Because of solo, I'm playing true solo. I do get another saga item, right? Another saga, to basic saga. Canje for senior director of the new rulebook. No problem, no problem. Any way that I can help, I want to clear up any rules. If I don't know it, I ask it, I get the answers. If I won't pretend that I know something I don't know. But that I do know. So, hey Marcel, how's it going? Welcome, pull up a chair. So, because I'm playing true solo, the true solo rule gives me 2 new regen actions, and it lets me pick a new saga item, right? I don't get, and I'll talk about that when I get back to the board. And the saga item I picked was the Sea Sentinel's Plate, part of the Armor of the Depths saga. As that action, in the resolution ability action, I can remove an enemy skull from their Nyx die roll. I really like taking those things away from them, so I can just do it because yay! If I get a crit on any of my dice, I can add any one rune that I want, and a shield, and a vigor shield. Should I pay for it, which I probably will, I would get a blue die and a shield token to block me, and this is a ritual. And remember, I can only have 1 ritual. Not in my bag, active in my play area. You could have 10 billion rituals on the side in your backpack, but you can only equip 1 ritual or act in your active 3-slot area. Keep that in mind. It's not, oh shoot, I found the ritual saga because of the cards, I need to throw this away. No, keep it in your bag, and you can sub it in, but with Svara, I could only sub in 1. All right. Okay, Saga. So I've taken all the decks. Remember, you only start with your personal saga, and her personal saga is Holy Leader's Fang. So I've stuffed the rest of the sagas underneath this. So that's every saga for all these cards under here that have not been grown yet. You have to grow a saga to be able to do it. But this is our saga. Your life as a priest ended once the White Stone Temple in Sliza was burned to the ground. The horn of an unknown beast found in the ashes fuels your thirst for revenge. You head towards local settlements to find out more. So at Caradon, at Caradon, I have to spend a forest, and let me get my pointer. I have to spend a forest token, a mountain token, and a settlement token at Caradon to be able to progress this on forward. Then I have to go to Tar Meris, spend 2 trophies, and then I get to decide how I want to push this forward. And if I go this way, bathed in blood, I will get the path feared. If I go fiery bond, I get the path heroic. Hey, hey, hey. So cool, cool, cool. All right, let's talk about our starting Thymor. So what you do is you take the four gods, you shuffle them up, and we find out which god's favor we're going to get, and that's going to be our starting area. So I'm going to see if it's, once again, of the times I've played this, I've always gotten one except for Sunday when I got a different one. What are we starting with? A new one. This is interesting. This is the third new one that I got. Okay, sure. So Moroz's Mark. As a determination ability, any hero re-roll will dice and gain a shield connected to the Dawnstone of your current Thymor. My chosen Thymor is Yistoy's Cradle. Okay. So this is my feat that I get as part of that mark, and Yistoy's Cradle is this one. And so I start there in Yistoy's Cradle. But we'll find out from the scenario where in Yistoy's Cradle I will begin. Alright, we've got all of that. I'm going to shuffle these for shenanigans when we get to the necessary areas. The way I want to determine this, especially since I know I'm starting over there, I am going to do this. I'll put it like that. Alright, cool. Okay, good. Let's get in some story, shall we? Let's get in some story. Let's see. And story. Scenario 1. Ughmor's Mask, the Cult of Oblivion. A new mysterious cult is gaining more and more followers at an alarming rate. Among the peasants and townfolk alike, disturbing rumors are spreading of blasphemous rituals aimed at abandoning the old gods and a doctrine of devotion to Oblivion. The Withens of the Dawn, worried by the spreading infestation of the Murk, summon the tribe's chosen to uncover the source and intent of this cult somewhere in the wilderness. And so we begin finding out what's going on with this. So, game prep. Starting sagas. We talked about that in the beginning as I went through everything. Personal sagas. We take the personal saga deck and begin their story. Cool. Preparing the land of Zerywia. Hero's starting region is on an Exus temple. So we know we start in this region. We find the Exus temple, which is here, Vatra's Flame, and that's where we begin our adventure. Okay. Herald. There is no Herald for this first scenario. That's why I'm playing it tonight. Then next week, Monday, I will dive into and we'll do the battles and get everything up. I'm still scheduling everything, and we'll talk about that at the end. All right, so no Herald for this one at the beginning of the scenario. Merc. Add 1 Merc token to each region with these 3 symbols, which I have done here on the board, as you can see. Merc has been added. Threat. Place. Which character are you playing, Canje? I'm playing Zvara, the Vengeful Grace. Threat. Regions without special symbols. So every region without a special symbol gets a threat token, which I've done here. Pretty straightforward. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I did it right. Okay, cool. Place a journey token, which is the ruins in the symbol, those 2 symbol regions in the hero's Thymor. So we grab 2 region tokens, which is here, and we're placing them on. Gonna be good. We're placing one right here, and we're placing one right here in the Valley of Mount. Cool. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Okay. So we did that. We are right here. That's where we were. Okay, so we've done that. prepare the decks. So our enemies and breed decks are going to be Fiends, Nightmares, Drowners, Villas, Rot Fiends, and Upirs. Villas is the new one that we added, and so is Nightmares. So I've already constructed the deck here, and we'll shuffle for shenanigans. No tomfoolery will be had. No shenanigans, no tomfoolery, and no drizzle drats. I don't know. I don't have a third word. I just needed to finish it off with something. So this is the threat deck, and this is the breed deck. So if I fail a mission, if I fail a challenge, I will have to feed the breed. Gold of will get played. I plan to play all of them, so don't worry. The characters will get played. Fiddle faddle, thank you. No fiddle faddle. Thank you, Matt. No fiddle faddle. No shenanigans. No funny business. No fiddle faddle. Shuffle it. All right. So, well, we do want to have a little bit of a hootenanny. All right. Exploration deck should be full of basic sets without symbols and the Zerywia Tales, which I've put in these decks. Ooh, can't see. Which I put in these decks here, and I'll shuffle them before I pull from them, or else we'll be shuffling all night. Then we have scenario card 1A, Cult of Oblivion. Let's talk about the scenario cards. There are 2 scenario cards in every campaign. Every campaign you're going to play, there's 2 scenario cards. There's one that comes from the book of Mother of God. I gotta get the names proper. Don't make me laugh, Dan. There's one that comes from the Pages of Dawn, and one that comes from the Black Pages. The pages, think of Arkham Horror when you think of garbage, think of Akeem. No, think of Arkham Horror when you think of the Pages of Dawn and the Black Pages. The Pages of Dawn is what you need to do to win. The Black Pages is what's working against you. Okay, so just keep that in mind whenever you're trying to get that straight in your head. All right, so let me get back down. We'll go here. So we got 1 and 1A of the Cult of Oblivion. So 1, and these are this is the entire campaign in this book here, right? So there's 1, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 3A, 3B, and then 4. These are the Pages of Dawn. This is what you're going to play as you go through the campaign. Whether you win or lose will alter which one. That's why there's 2A, 2B, 2C, and 2D. You can hit any one of these conditions based on what you do as you play. So it's a campaign that has options for you to play, right? So, and those options, and I call them options, they're not options, they're consequences. Those are consequences of how I do on this one. You sneak into it. Yeah, you're on it. So we got our Page of Dawn for scenario number 1 of Ughmor's Mask is the Oblivion Cult. We have to gain information on the elusive Cult of Nyx, explore and collect tokens from marked regions, which is the ruins, right? If all the ruin tokens are collected, randomly choose one special region in each hero's Thymor, where they are, right? And place a Merc Rift token in each of those chosen regions. Merc Rifts suck. I don't like them, but I gotta face one here. Heroes must remove all of the Merc Rift tokens. So as an action, as a night action, matter of fact, because if you are, sorry, not a night action. As an action in this Thymor, no, it's a night action. It's a night action. Sorry. Clear brain. As an action during the night phase, explore this region. If you resolve the region option, if there is no Merc here, take the Ruin token and place it on this scenario card. During the night turn. Remember, I have 4 turns. Morning, afternoon, dusk, and night. That means I gotta figure out what I need to do, get it to night, and then go be there at night on my night turn to pick up that token and add it to this card. When the heroes seal all of the Merc Rifts, we win the scenario. That's what that means, right? That's what that means. Okay, that's our objective. That's our Arkham Horror objective. For the Black Pages, we have the Oblivion cult. It says a mysterious cult is spreading a message of the death of the gods. The folk are tempted with a vision of a blissful peace among the endless sea of dreams, drawn away from their dutiful offerings and respect for the spirits of nature. That is a location die, and we'll talk about that if it happens. Spread the murk. Oh, it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna talk about it then. Spread the murk in each hero's thigh more. If the murk is already present there, remove its token to move its token to the nearest free region. Also, add a black stone to the Chasm of Oblivion, which is kind of our time tracker. And then feed the breed. If there are already 4 or more black stones in the chasm, we feed the breed. So this is what's working against us. It also said at the bottom where it says reveal the Black Page, Black Wanderer. Let me show that because I need to explain this. This is something I need to explain because it's very important. Where it says reveal the Black Page, Black Wanderer. This usually, if you're reading this card, you would say, okay, I need to do this now and show 1B. That is incorrect. Incorrect. Can't we just sort of hatch all the Mercuries to one place? I know, Michael. I know. Welcome. Pull up a chair. So this effect here happens should the timer run out on us, and we'll look at how long we have to solve this problem. But should the timer run out, we add the Black Wanderer, to the campaign overall. So the campaign will evolve as you play, and our consequence of not solving this before the time runs out is that we add the Black Wanderer to our campaign that's taking effect against us. Okay. That's gonna be something that sucks. Alright, what do we got? So that is scenario setup of scenario cards of Cult of Oblivion. And for people who are like, wait, but it says that's what I've been doing, you've been doing it wrong. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. You're supposed to go back and do it. And it's like, okay, well, where is that written, Canje? That's full of crap. I don't believe you at all. You're a terrible gamer, and we don't believe you. And that's cool. That's fair. But here, let me see if I can find the specific words. Here it is. If the heroes, this right here tells you, if the heroes have not fulfilled the scenario goal after the last Blackstone has been placed, the next Black Page needs to be revealed, marked with the scenario number and letter B, and added to the campaign save. If the scenario was played as a single adventure, the hero set would have simply failed. So you don't get the Black Page, but you get that. So, nah, I told you I wasn't wrong. Anyway, so that is that. Single entry. If you're playing this as a single scenario, you don't change a single thing. You play it how it is. So this game mod lets you play each scenario as a standalone scenario or part of an epic campaign. I'm probably going to, I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. I'll need to figure it out because I want to play all the characters that I might make each one a single scenario so you can see how it plays. But there's nothing that changes here. Nothing drastic. Solo mode. Use the solo options in the rule book, which you saw me do. I got an extra Saga item to go with. Scenario goal. Collect all journey tokens placed on the board and remove the merc rifts which appear due to this. So collect the ruin tokens and destroy the merc rift, and we win. What's our time limit? Our time limit is 7 Blackstones. So if on the Isle of Oblivion, I cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I hit here with 7, our time ran out. If we're playing it as a single scenario, we lose. If we're playing it as a campaign scenario, we reveal 1B. Basically, that's what that says. What else we got? Special gameplay rules. If the merc appears in, so this is important. This is important because this shifts rules from base game, and let's talk about this for a second. It says if the merc appears in a region already defiled by the merc, it does not cause a merc rift to appear and is instead placed in an adjacent region. So let's stop there for a second so I can explain that rule. Whenever I chart here. Okay. So let's say these other 2 places has merc on them in a regular game, non-campaign. whenever I'm told to place a merc token and I can't place it in any adjacent space, one of these, of my choice, gets to flip over to what's called a merc rift. And that's harder to fight. That is really harder to fight. And that's what this scenario, special scenario play is saying. Yeah, and I haven't played Solomon Kane. I know Dan has it, but I haven't played Solomon Kane. I heard it's a fun game. But that's what this rule is saying. This rule is saying that instead of flipping them to merc rifts, move them to an adjacent area. They kind of just chain off each other to your demise. But they won't evolve into a merc rift, ever. The heroes have a special action available which can only be performed in a region containing a journey token. After exploring such region, if it has not been defiled by the merc, the hero can, as a region action, take the journey token from that region and place it on the scenario. That, my good friends, is this lovely ability here that I have to wait until night to use it. As this one. As a knight, during night, as an action, explore the region. After you resolve the region option, if there is no merc here, take the ruin token and place it on the scenario card. Okay, where were we? We're going through setup. So we have, once the last journey token is removed, and this is going over what's on that card, what's on both of those cards, so so it better explains what the expectation is that's on those cards if there's any ambiguity on there for you. And it says, once the last journey token is removed from the board, select a special location using the location die, which is that one wooden die that I'll show you, in every Thymor currently containing a hero, and place a merc rift token in that region. If there's more than one hero in a given Thymor, perform it more than once. Yay! The game gets complicated with more people. The Nyx phase. Follow the instructions on Black Page 1. If at the beginning of Nyx phase all regions in a single Thymor have been defiled by the merc, the monolith ritual succeeds immediately, moving on to the scenario summary as if the scenario came to an end. So that means that if merc is on every region, every single one, game over, man. Game over. Alright, so the scenario ends on its own once the last black stone is placed in the Sventavid statue. The next black page should be revealed, source defiler 3B, and source defiler 3B included in the campaign save, so something else bad's happening. If the heroes complete the scenario goal before the monolith ritual ends, the players are victorious and each hero gains an offering and an item. Next, the players choose together which Dawnstone to add to the campaign save, replacing it with a Blackstone. So we're going to be adding a Blackstone as it builds on. And regardless of how the scenario ends, each hero gains a new Saga. Players can choose a new basic Saga or grow one that's already there. Rulebook. Instead of a Saga, the player can also choose and remove any incursion or merc rift token from the board or heal an injury. And then we can save our campaign. Ugh. And that's where we are. The scenario isn't difficult. It isn't difficult. It's just the verbiage is there to not cause any confusion, but it isn't. Yes, sir. Based on your degree of success to create light good game with Kanji's addiction to story, I'm surprised he hasn't played it yet. I haven't played Solomon Kane yet, so I don't know. I think it's because of the cost of it when it came out. Yes, I look at cost. Anyway. I put our cards, our Pages of Dawn and Black Pages here, so we can have them on the side, close to me to go through. This is where we're starting. We're ready to kick this thing. We're ready to play. Okay. So I've already set her attribute abilities to their max, which is 6, 6, and 5, which I'm ready to go. And we're going to do the thing. So, first turn. It is Dawn. Oh, look! oh no. So, action. Disperse the merc in this region or an adjacent region. Cool. Oh, look. Boink. So that's an action. That's gone, but I don't get an offering. It's just gone. I'm also going to, at the start of your turn, you can move into an adjacent region for free. So, yay. That's gonna happen. Actually, I'm not gonna do it. I can move, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna stay where I am because I want to get a settlement coin because I need a settlement for my Caradan stuff. So that's my action. My region action now is going to be to what am I in the shroud. I'm in a shroud. I can take one taint to move in another region with the shroud symbol, so I can travel, which I'm going to save that. Let's do this in proper order because people are going to say you should have done this and that. Let's start over. First turn. I'm going to take my action to do this, which I will face a threat. The threat is a nightmare, which is a variety. Grimer Wonder. Instead of this challenge, you may pass an epic vigor test. If you fail, take one instant injury. Damn that. So it's going to basically I need 2 greens to be able to do it. I'll get 2 trophy tokens if I don't. It's in a forest, so it gets a stupid shield. And if I roll a skull, it'll hit me for 2 instinct. If I roll a merc token, it's going to hit me for 1 willpower. But it gets a stupid shield. That is trash. Okay. It gets a green. I hate you so much. Right. Alright. Okay, so how am I going to fight? I need green. Well, I have to deal with the next die. I spend 1 to use one of my green die for Coral. What else can I do? I have an ability that takes shields off. Oh, it was on this. Before I pay for anything, I have to determine if I'm going to sub in something. And I think I will. I think I will do that. I'm going to have to spend 1 will to sub in the Sentinel plate in place of Korra. I'm going to sub that in. Then I'm going to start doing my stuff here, get my green die. I'm going to spend 1 more willpower to get my blue die because the blue crit gives me something cool. And I think that is it. Because I have something for removing. Oh, here. I can do that in the resolution step, in the termination step. So it'll work. This could be awful. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see how we can work through this. This is this feat lets me re-roll will. You can re-roll your dice any number of times by spending willpower, which I'll do this to re-roll this die. At the start of your turn, move. You might have seen me fail a test. I got a crit, which works out great. That actually passes the test. It's just more, I've passed, I haven't failed, but I'm going to take some damage. I don't like taking damage. I'm going to take 4 damage if I don't find out how to do this. Huh. Oh, what it is. I can't mitigate it. So here's how this breaks down. We're going into determination, into resolution, because I don't know what else to do. I got a crit, which means I hit for 2 on here. So this scissors beats her off. And just to make sure, like I said, it's critical symbols allow you to activate a card's critical ability or to discard an enemy shield token of the same type. After using a critical symbol, flip the used die over to the pierce symbol. Oh, it doesn't give me the double. It just lets me remove a shield. Critical symbols allow you to activate a card's special ability or to discard an enemy shield token. I'm going to add, and then it says, after using a critical ability, flip it over to its pierce side. I did still win. So I can use the pierce here to gain an instinct token, and then it flips to its side because of this ability. So I got the 2. I'm going to spend a fate to remove this shield using Fervent Soul. So it's not my problem anymore. So I remove the shield from the enemy, hitting it for 2. So I got him. He's beaten. She's beaten. However, she hits me hard. A critical symbol on the next die, treat them as 2 damage symbols resolving one after another unless the specific challenge test describes its effect differently. Which means she hits for 2 instinct, 1, 2, and then she hits me for 2 instinct again, 1, 2. Yikes. But I beat her. And a 1, barely. I get 2 trophies for that win. She was a tough fight. And she is discarded. Dang. That sucked. My instinct is gone. So I beat her. Please don't have me test instinct. I don't have it. Then I have to draw. Since I did an exploration, I have to draw an exploration card. Please don't have me do an well, I get a free die anyway, so let's see what happens. Maybe they'll have me heal up. We don't know. Ow. Okay. Zerywia Tales card. Oh god. While driving deeper into the unexplored wild, you begin to lose hope that there is anything on the other wide of this thicket forest. You mean side, that's a misprint. The old trees seem to observe your struggle and determination. Pass a hard willpower and instinct test. If you succeed in both, you can summon any creature or a random creature of a chosen type. Oh my gosh. Okay. Back to this. A hard test. A hard test on attribute. Basically, I need 2 pierce. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm getting 1 mixed die. I'm getting one instinct and 1 willpower die for free because of that. We look at our cards. I got a blue, and I got that, and that's all I got. That's a determination, so I can't use that yet. Oh. Okay, so I got that, and that. So I passed that test. This one, however. Ooh. I can remove that skull, so that's not going to bother me. I can remove that skull result with the Sea Sentinel's plate. But this one, I need to pass that. I can use Morose's mark that says reroll willpower and gain a shield connected to the Dawnstone of your current Thymor, which would be instinct. Then I go at the end of the test, but who cares? I probably should have done that last time. We're going to use this feat. God knows if I can make it. Let's see. Yes! I got it! I got it! And then I'm going to use this ability that says remove enemy skulls results. Bye-bye. Gone. So I succeeded. It says pass a hard test. If you succeed in both, you can summon a forest creature, or a random creature of a chosen type. Summon any forest creature. Ooh, I get to look. I get to look. So any random forest creature or creature of any type. I'm gonna use this guy. The Fiend. Send the Fiend to remove any one threat from any region in this Thymor. If I use a trophy, I can extend the Fiend's range to all Thymor. That's gonna be, he's gonna be my new friend. And I only get a one-time use of him, but he's gonna be my new friend for a short time. Okie dokie. So I pass this, and because I passed it, I get a force token. Alright. Alright. And that is the end of that. Next round. I am actually going to spend the one that I need to spend to switch. Oh, I gotta take a rest action to do that, don't I? Yep, I do. I gotta take a rest. Shoot. Can't use her ability without a rest action. I have to get it on the next round. Yeah, on the next round, I'll move in there and deal with it. I'm pretty busted. So I'm going to rest this action. And a rest says that you use your camp ability, and you can reorganize your Saga cards, prepare any number of them without attribute losses. Okay. So I'm going to take a rest action right now, because I got a little beat up. So I'm going to gain back a prime, gain an instinct, and then 2 of my choice. It's going to be an instinct and a willpower. And then reorganize. Not yet. Because I'm moving out, she's not going to be very helpful to me. So I'm going to keep the Sea Serpent plate. That's as my action. As my region action, I'm in nothing. Yeah, it's nothing. So there's really nothing to do. I could have used my move before I rested. I could have used my start a turn move before I rested. It says tests, not test. Oh, let me roll this then. It's a skull. Which would... Did it say tests or tests? It says tests, plural, you're right. I should have done 2, so I needed another next die. Thank you. Yep, so I would have taken 1 damage, which would have been on willpower for the second one. So I pass the first, I use my ability here to remove the skull result. And then the second roll, which was the blue, I got 2, but I still got a skull from that next die roll, which I had taken a damage. You're absolutely right. Yep, you're right. I fixed it. Right. Alright, so where was I? I said I could have used my move ability. I don't feel like taking any paint, though. But at the start of your turn, you can move for free, which I will do. I want to clear this and grab that token by nightfall, which is in 2 turns. So I got to think about this strategically. I would probably say I would move in there now on this turn, clear it, deal with the rune, and then there I can deal with it. So that's what I'll do. So on this turn, well, actually, on this turn, I can move here. No, but I need the action to get that. So I got to do it here. I'll do that. Move here. To explore, I will take... that stays. To explore, a ruin. You were correct. It was 2 tests, not 1. You are correct. I did goof. Thank you for the cat. Thank you. We make mistakes, right? We make mistakes. This is my camp ability. Let me re-get it. Or is that the end of round that lets me do it? I think it's the end of round that lets me. Alright, that's what we're working with. Let's see what we're working with. Keep of crows. Hundreds of crows are perched upon the walls of the strong. Why is this card in here? Oh, okay. Hundreds of crows are perched upon the walls of the stronghold. This is a possibility of this is an enemy card that happened. Their insistent cawing fills the entire valley, and the enemy is hiding just beyond the gate, well aware of their advantage. Draw an enemy card and add this challenge symbol from this card to it. If you have the devious path, reroll any 2 of your dice. Ugh. If I win, I gain an item and I get to set a watchtower here. If I fail, I feed the breed. And take stupid damage. So, enemy card is... What is with all this instinct testing? So if I roll a merc... So, Aura, you cannot use your allies. Ah, I don't have an ally equipped. Sweet. So this Aura ability that's on here takes effect immediately. And it says you cannot use your ally. So if I had Cora equipped, she would have been shut down for me. That sucks. But she's not. I need an instinct, a will, and now another instinct die because of that one card. Are we in a forest? Nope, we're on a ruin, so you don't get a shield. It's 1 trophy, and if I roll Merc, 2 vigor damage. If I roll that, an instinct. And if I fail, I have to feed the breed. So it's 2 greens, 1 blue. And it says, draw an enemy and add this challenge symbol for that from this card to it. So, time to fight. And we're in an area with Merc. So what does that mean when I have to fight an enemy within an area of Merc? An enemy gets a next die. We're in a Merc area. Oh, look, an enemy gets another next die. This is the worst. I need the green. So I gotta pay for green. I need the blue. I gotta pay for a blue, and I get a blue shield because of my card. So I get a willpower shield. Red will not be helping me here. And these feats have been used. Okay. This is what I'm dealing with. And I need 3 greens and 1 blue. Ugh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Alright. So let's see. I think I have enough to beat, but I just want to make sure here. Because this isn't a test, this is combat. Okay. So. Oh. Okay. I'm going to use this to get rid of this skull. I don't want to take an injury. So the skull's gone. I think I have everything I need to win. So with the crit, I get this rune and that die. And then I got blue, which is enough to do green, green, blue. But then there's this bad boy that came out that says I get to get hit for 2 vigor. And I have no shields for vigor. 1, 2. I take 2 vigor damage. But I won. I won. I beat it. I get a trophy. And you go away. And because I won, I succeeded. Yeah, that's right, I won. A lot of things are going to happen. First, I'm going to get an item. Yeah, that's right. We're going to get an item. Not bad. Not good. Not bad. It's just so. So I'm going to get an item. What am I getting? Sunlight Crystal. Runic. Remove a merc from this challenge. And that is on the... That is weird that it... Oh, I could just get rid of the merc token. If I have the exalted symbol, spend a prime and an offering to keep this item in your hand after resolving its effect. So, cool. That's the item that I have. I then get a watchtower, which is this thing, or that thing. So I get a watchtower in this region. And what watchtowers do, I always have to go to the book for watchtowers. Always, always, always. I did not mark watchtowers on here in my tabs because I had way too many tabs open. But I'll find it. I'll find it and I'll read it. Items. Garrisons and watchtowers. Garrisons represented by tokens on the map are footholds on the Zerywian tribes, watching over a given region. Heroes can acquire and place garrisons by resolving scenarios or exploration cards. During play, if a garrison is placed in a region with a threat token, that token is moved to an adjacent region. However, a garrison cannot be placed in a region containing an incursion token. The garrison must be moved to an adjacent region itself. Yep, so they're calling it garrisons, but it's a watchtower. So basically, it stops threat from coming in. When the threat must be increased in a region containing a garrison, it is instead increased in an adjacent region. So it keeps the region clean, is what's basically happening. So they call the watchtower, but it's a garrison. I don't know why they call the watchtower. I don't get it. Verbiage. Fix book, please. Please fix book. But that's what it means. Alright, so we place one there. And we get the heroic path because we passed. So that was my action to do that. My region action is to a Merc Binding Ritual because I want the offering token, and I will take this, and I'll put this. I'll put it on Vigor since Vigor's the strongest. So I got that. I did pass this card, which was a Ruins card, so I do get the Ruins token. Okay. I think that's Maze B it. I think that is that for that turn. Next turn. Nighttime. My action as part of the Oblivion cult night action that can only be done at nighttime for some stupid reason. Explore this region. After you resolve the region option, if there is no merc here, take the ruin token and place it on this scenario. So I am exploring this region as part of that action to do this. It says explore this region. So let's do it again. Sacrificial stone. Among barren lands and wilderness, you find a stone etched with sacrificial markings. You don't know which god the offerings were made to, but you can try to call upon them from the depths of oblivion. Roll a willpower die. On that, Morona responds on a regular roll. Morona responds to your prayers. Take her god card. On a crit, take a taint, and on a nothing, recover a prime. If I'm exalted, roll another die and choose between the two results. But I am not exalted. I am just heroic. And I would love to not roll a crit. Yes! So I get Morona's God card. She has come to me. There she is. Morona. Hey, look, I gained a cool keyword. Condemned. Remove one enemy skull result or ignore its Bane ability. And remove the Merc from any challenge. Return this card to the Gods deck if I use it. So, how Gods work. You're doing God's work, son. In the resolution step, well, first I gained this keyword. In the resolution step, remove one enemy result or ignore its Bane ability. Or I can use this ult ability. This is the ultimate ability on the resolution step. Remove the Merc from any challenge and return and basically lose the favor of this god. Yay, I gained the condemned keyword. Yay. So I get another rune. That's my third, right? I got 2 runes. I passed it. And then the region action, I can take the region action. It says, after you resolve the region option, if there is no Merc on here, do what you gotta do. My region option. Where am I? Where are you? What's your symbol? Talk to me. Take 1 taint to move in another region with a shroud symbol. No, thank you. So, my region action is to pick my nose. Actually, no, it is not. It's to rest. I forgot my solo ritual of recovery. I spend 1 prime to recover 1 point attribute corresponding to the region type the hero is currently in, which is blue, so willpower type. If the region has 2 types of symbols, the hero recovers both. A settlement region type allows the player to choose which attribute they're going to do. I'm not a settlement. Additionally, recover 1 attribute corresponding to the Dawnstone. I am on the instant green Dawnstone. So I recovered that. There's no Blackstone there. I can summon a creature if I want, but I don't want to. So that is my region option. And with that done, I take this and put it on the Oblivion card. Okay. That ends my turn. We're going to the camp phase. Phases of... So the camp phase, we will do this in order. Restore 1 attribute point related to the Dawnstone active in the player's Thymor, so instant goes up 4. A Prime Stone allows you to recover any attribute you choose. If your Thymor is under the Blackstone, you restore nothing. Restore attributes from the hero's camp ability. So the camp ability says I gain a Prime back, gain an instinct, and then 2 of my choice. 1, 2. Okay. Use your other camp abilities if you have any. I do not. Restore 1 feat. I will restore this one, the Fervent Soul. Then reorganize your sagas, prepare any number without any attribute loss. 'Twill be morning soon, but I still probably need this ability. Well, I have hers, but she gives me the condemned status to remove 1 enemy result or ignore its Bane ability. So I can swap this out for this, but this gives me any rune. I'm going to leave the Sea Serpent's plate on for right. Yeah. I might switch it out. Here's the reason why I might switch it out. I need to get over here to get this one. I got a free move in the morning, right? So I can, on my turn, I can move for free. And moving is not part... This is another thing to keep in mind. Savara's ability is not an exploration action, which means she wouldn't have to deal with any threat as an exploration action. So she can actually move here, and then you take an exploration action to move out. Because then I could disperse the merc on that other one, and then deal with it in the daytime. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna switch out the Sea Sentinel's plate for this. Just a one Camp Crystal Lake. So without a cost, summon a creature. No, thank you. Choose a god to worship. Discard one offering and take one god card. If you have one, you can switch them out. Now I'm gonna keep Marana for a second. That says condemn. That scares me, but I'm gonna use her ability to get rid of that card when the time comes. So that's the camp ability. Now we move on to the Nyx phase. That's the camp phase. All done. Nyx phase. So Nyx phase. Check for any effects of Mercrifts and Incursions according to the scenario card. Nope. Resolve any special steps for preceding the Herald activation. No Heralds to deal with. Activate the Herald. No. Add a black stone. The stone gotta be black. Add a black stone. I'm kidding, I swear. Add a black stone here as my timer to the next free ritual Rift on the Chasm. If the number of black stone reaches the limit required, do what you gotta do. Cool. And then the scenario ability, which we are going to put up right here. So it says, next phase, follow the instructions on the black page 1. So black page 1 says, let's see, a mysterious coast, spread the merc in each hero's thigh more. If the merc is already present, then move it to token to the nearest free region. Add a black stone to the Chasm of Oblivion, and feed the breed if there are already 4 or more. So that's what we should be doing for the next phase. I added the black stone to the Chasm of Oblivion kind of ahead of the game, but we're going to do our break out the location die. So this die has every symbol of all the different Thymor region types. And we're going to roll it to see where the merc spreads to. That I need to move this. So it's going to Vatra's Flame. Merc drops right here. Okay. And that is the next phase. Now it's back to my turn. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do, because it's done, and that's done, I'm going to use this ability as my action. Well, no, yeah, I'm going to use this ability as my action to get rid of this. Actually, not yet. Not yet. I need to move. I need to move and then explore. I'll get rid of it shortly after. I'll get rid of it in due order. I need to get that other ruin. Let's not get hung up on that stuff. At the start of your turn, you can move into an adjacent forest region. It's not going to help me much. I don't want to pull another rune card. Actually, I want to get to a mountain. Blurg. Okay. I'll have to do it next round. So I'll move here. I'll then, so that's my free ability that happens on my card. I'll then use my action to disperse the merc in an adjacent region. That nonsense. And I still have my region actions, but there's nothing really there, so I can take a recovery action, a ritual of recovery, which I will do, spending 1 prime. To recover 1 attribute corresponding to the region type I'm in. It's green. Boop. Oh, and this was supposed to turn. Eeh, I forgot to do that. I forgot to turn to Sventavid. Somebody's probably yelling at me, turn to Sventavid! Alright, so, that was at the beginning. That was the Sventavid phase. I was supposed to turn it. So, counterclockwise. So, I'm in a green area, so I get back an instinct. I get back 1 Sventavid point. corresponding to the Dawnstone that's in there. And if, as a result of recovering attribute points, any attribute reaches maximum value while having an injury, that injury can be cured. I can summon a monster, which I'm not. I am also then going to spend these. Send out the Fiend! And I'm going to send out the Fiend on my action to kill this thing. So it says, remove anyone. That's gone. The Fiend goes back to the woods. He's gone. That was my action. Cool. That was my action and my region action. That ends that round. Next round. I'm going to start on my turn, move 1, because that's not an exploration action. I'm cool. I am then going to take my exploration action to move to this settlement, because I want to do that, which is in a mountain. There's nothing there. I will shuffle and grab a mountain card. I don't know if y'all are having fun. I freaking love this game. I think this game's amazing. Like, trying to figure out the clues and the best way to solve this problem, because I'm like, I'm about to get this next one at, you know, I'm going to move in there, take care of it, and then at the beginning I'm going to just explore and get the second one, which will trigger the Merc Rift, and we'll see what happens next. I know I forgot. I know someone's going to watch this before and be like, he didn't turn the Spectre in. I did. Eventually. Eventually. Alright. Mountains. On. They're making this harder than it has to be. I am heroic. Sweet. Okay. Abandoned keep. Once among the spires, watchful gaze. Once among the spires, watchful gaze and fires. Now a home of fear, the Striga's hidden lair. Draw an enemy and add this challenge symbol from this card. If you are heroic, you gain two shield. 2 vigor shields. I got me 1, 2. So I am heroic. I have the heroic path. So I get 2 vigor shields. And I need to draw. Be a vigor fight. Be a vigor fight. It's not a vigor fight. Not a vigor fight at all. And I'm probably going to get injured. The Sorrow Flame. Ambush. At night, the File Shar. It's not nighttime. It is not nighttime. No, sir. Are we at a ruin? No, we're not. We're in a mountain, so it doesn't gain a shield. And I need 2 will to beat it, and it's going to beat the dust off of me. If I... Okay, so let's build this bad boy up. We're not on that, so you'll get your 1. Do I have anything that I could commit? And one of these. And one of these. It also has a red, so I'm going to spend 1 red. Throw that in there. Anything else I could do? I know what to do here. If I use this crystal right now, which I have to, if I'm going to use it at the initiation ability, I use it to get rid of a merc symbol. However, I can remove a merc symbol with her, as well as a skull symbol with her, so I don't have to use that crystal yet. So you've got 2 blues and a red. I could spend 2 reds to gain a red for this challenge, solidifying my spot right now if I want. And I could spend 1 instinct to turn an instinct rune into a fight rune. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Good. I'm good. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so we won. Oh, we won hard. So here we go. So I'm going to use her, remove one enemy skull result, or ignore its Bane ability. Bye! Then we will place what we need to place. Boom for the red, and then we need blue. Well, I critted on blue, so I get blue plus blue. Ta-da! I won. Alright. So I get 2 more trophies. Hey, hey, hey! I get 2 more trophies. Sweet. Alright. And since I beat... And if I'm successful, set a watchtower here. And gain an item. So the item I get is... the Fool's Parsley. Elixir. Add a... At the initiation step, add an instinct token to this challenge. Or basically anytime I can recover 3 instinct. So I get that. I get another watchtower right here on this lovely, lovely settlement. And then I get a mountain token, which I'm going to replace a rune for. Perfect. That is just ducky. So that was my action. My region option, because that is a town. What can I do? Stronghold. I can restore 1 feet as a region action using that. So I'm using the special location ability, the marker, to restore a feet. That's my region. Sweet. Okay. Time to move. We're on the move. So, I can actually make this work. Really work. Careful. I can... Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna use my... Oh, no, it's not time yet. It's not time! Oh! I gotta clear that merc. So I am actually going to take my next action to move in. I have to draw a region card. He's not a fight. Stones of the 5th Tribe. Among the merc-tainted runes, you find ancient ritual stones to your surprise. They have the familiar symbols of the 5th Tribe carved into them. The centers of Zerywia once inhabit those lands, too. If you pass a hard instinct test, you can take any 2 journey tokens instead of a ruins token from this card. If you are one of the Scorn tribe, the spirits of this place aid your recovery. What? So if I choose to, this is an if you pass a hard test, you can take any 2 journey tokens instead of a ruins token from this card. What the hell is this? This is an expansion card. Because it says if you're of the Scorn tribe. This is an expansion card. I really don't want to take this test. I'm thinking whether to pull this out because it's an expansion card for the Scorned, and I wasn't using the Scorned in this playthrough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I will do that. Get murked. I'll have to roll 2 dice. I don't want to roll 2 dice, but I might have to roll 2 dice. Let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. So because I'm in a place with Merc is 2 dice, I get a... That's the test that it is. I have another one to put there. I'm actually going to use the elixir to gain an auto success. Oh, these would go away. Sorry. To gain an auto success on this challenge. So that is done. Okay. I will... That's 2 for 2 with 1 success. SOCKS. What it is. I'm gonna use the sunlight crystal as well. Well, no, she can do it too. She can remove the merc. Or a skull. Merc or a skull. On the skills test, on the attribute test, a merc takes out a pierce, so I could get rid of a merc. I could deal with a skull, but not a crit skull. A crit skull would hurt, but it is what it is. Wow. Well, damn. Well, damn. Shoot. Well, I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Woo! Well, damn. I could reroll one, but it's not gonna save me. It's a hard test. Well, a hard test I need 2. An epic test is 3. Let's do it. I gotta spend 1 will to reroll. Oh no, it's will. Reroll your dice and reroll any die. Ba-bum. So I failed. I take 1 attribute damage for that. And I failed the test. I did not pass, and that ends my turn. I don't even get region options. If I fail exploration, my turn's over. I don't even get my region option. Wow, that sucked. Okay. Next turn. Oh, I gotta explore again. Because I gotta clear that merc as a region option so I can get that next one. So this is what it is. I gotta just stay and explore. Actually, I can rest. I can't rest in a place with merc. I gotta just do what I gotta do. So here we go. Okay. You have no idea when you fell asleep, but you find yourself waking to a terrible cacophony. Among the discordant noise, you faintly hear a calm prayer and then a hateful scream. Your eyes finally can see a burning gaze, a distant look of a wanderer, a loving gaze of mother. You are suddenly wide awake and realize something new. Choose one. Look at the top enemy card. Look at any top exploration card, or cure an injury, an instinct injury. I'm not injured. I'm gonna look at the top enemy card. It's a Striga. Striga, so I need to be able to deal with that. Okay, so I completed that madness, and I gain a ruin token, which I'm not gonna keep. Then I'll do the Merc Binding Ritual. Clear that. And gain 18. Getting bad. It's getting really bad. Okay. I'll put it on Instinct. And that ends that, which triggers... Oh, sorry, the action. I was using this action to explore the region, which is what I did. Sorry. Which is what the exploration was. And at the end, because it's nighttime, I get this token. Alright, I got both. It says I got both when the... So, when that happens, gain information on the... if all of the region tokens are... If all of the journey tokens are collected... Let's go back and take a look. If all of the journey tokens are collected, randomly choose one special region in Hero's Thymoor to place a Merc Rift in that region. And then I gotta close it. I gotta remove the Merc Rift. So, let's grab this die, see where it's going. It only gets easier, right? Right? That is going right about... You have that symbol in your Thymoor. Here. Oh, boom, Merc Rift. So it's a Merc Rift. So that turned into a Merc Rift. It's kind of thematic. Okay. So now our job. Let's see where. Collect all journey tokens ruins placed on the board and remove the Merc Rifts which appeared due to this. So I just have to remove that Merc Rift and the wand. So that ends my turn. So we go to the camp phase. On to the camp phase. So restore 1 attribute point related to the Dawnstone active in your Thymore. Red. Got it. Restore attributes from your camp's hero ability. So I get a prime back. I get an instinct, and then I'm going to do 1, 2 on that. Okay. Use your other camp abilities. I don't have any other. Restore 1 feet. Reorganize your sagas at no cost. And you can summon a creature with a trophy, which I'm going to do. And summon a god. I might do that. So I'm going to spend 1 trophy to summon a creature. This is a grotesque creature. It can be ruins, or because I'm in this location, it's either going to be ruins or forest. I'm going with ruin. Hey, Barrett, what's going on? How much did I miss? Just finished dinner time. Watch for a while. I hope I'll win. I hope I'll win. All right, let's see what we got. Well, yeah, what we got. We're close. I got... Okay, so... A settlement region option. The vampire shares with you life essence drains from the locals. Recover 3 thicker. If I spend also recover a 2 prime. Oh my gosh. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. Cool. So that's a summon. And I can choose a god, discard 1 if I have by using an offering. Oh, I did a Merkbind ritual and I didn't take my offering. Sorry. I was supposed to... I may choose a different god. Let's see what we got. You get to look at them. I need something for this. But I get devious. I get devious if I'm gonna do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Nope, I'll keep who I got. I'll stay condemned. Okay, next turn. Next turn says follow the info that's on this card. So spread the merc. It's going here. I already know that symbol really well. It goes there. Then it says add 1 black token to the ritual. And feed the breed if there are already 4 or more black stones in the chasm. There are not 4, there are only 2, so no need to feed the breed. And that's it. Okay. Cool! Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so how about we take care of that? I can get rid of that 1 merc. There, but I mean, all we have to do is deal with that Merc Rift. I say all we have to do. It's hard to beat a Merc Rift, and we're about to do it. This is killing me here. Hey, Looktor, what's going on? I don't want to flip to my ultimate form just yet. But I can move right now for free into that Merc Rift zone and deal with it. I don't like because I have to pass a hard willpower test. It's gonna be hard. This is gonna be difficult. Oh, sorry. I forgot to switch out. I was supposed to switch this. Who cares? I'll keep. Probably should, but what the heck. Okay, so let's see if we can win this thing. If we can do the thing. I'm going to use my free move action. Oh, it says tough place with a force. I'm not going to do that. I am going to, where am I? What do I get for that location? I could do the hollows. I could take 1 trophy or draw an enemy, and if I beat it, I get 3 trophies. Let's do it. Let's see if we can finish this. I'll do move. We either draw a mountain or a ruins card. The first Zerywians cut and cast down from the Tree of Life sought shelter from the raging elements of the primordial world. They called the land they settled in Koliba, as in Koliba Publishing, as they felt safe there, protected from the rage of roaming monstrosities by the grace of the Thymors. Hey Ryan, what's going on? I see dice. Have they been kind? No. No, they have not. This rock shelter will allow you to rest on your journey. Recover 3 of any and 1 feat. Ooh, then remove 1 taint. Oh, shabbat. Do you see that? Recover 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Up the full. And then remove 1 taint. Get rid of that thing. Hey, hey, hey. Thank goodness I went mountain. Go mountain. Don't go back. Alright, so that will be the end of the mountain card. I would gain a mountain token, but I think I'm going to keep 3 that I got. And now so that was that. The region action is that we're gonna fight the Merc Rift. So let's talk about Merc Rifts. My good people. I hate Merc Rifts. Merc Rifts are stupid. Merc Rifts are they're just harder Merc challenges. So all challenges and tests receive an additional Nyx die. So it says Merc Rifts. Dispersing the Merc. Dispersing the Merc, we can do our binding ritual to do it, take taint, to do that stuff. Merc Rifts result from a prolonged presence of the Merc in a region and the blasphemous rituals of Nyx. Their presence has even more defiled influence on the surrounding reality and strengthens the reign of the Dark Goddess in this region of Zerywia. Merc Rifts, similar to Mercs, add an additional Nyx die to any challenge and test faced in the region and keep the regions affected by the Merc. Additionally, every enemy fought in such a region becomes defiled, which means they gain an additional card, granting additional advantages and results from the Nyx die roll. I can talk about that when I have to fight one. A hero leaving a region containing a Merc Rift must take a taint regardless of being already tainted or not. To close a Merc Rift, a hero must defeat a Rift Guardian as a region option, which is what I'm going to be doing. Draw an enemy card and defeat it. If the hero succeeds in this, they can attempt a hard will test. As with the Merc, instead of performing the test, the hero can willingly take the taint. If both steps end with a success, the hero will receive an offer token and the Merc Rift is removed. So first things first, I gotta fight the Stray Guy. And because it's in an area with a Merc Rift, it becomes defiled. But it also has an ambush ability. So we'll get to all of that. So it becomes defiled. So it says, let's see. Merc Rifts similar to Mercs add an additional Nyx die to the challenge and test facing the region. Additionally, every enemy fought in such a region becomes defiled, which means it gains an additional card. Okay, so there's a thing there's 2 types of thing, and I got to run through this with you. There is an ability called Defiled. When an enemy becomes defiled, you draw another enemy card, and you add this. Basically, let me show you here. They get this as well as what they have. So basically, it's like doing that to this card. It's like doing this. So this time, when I fight the Striga, if I roll a skull, I get hit 2 vigor, 1 will, and 1 instinct. If I roll a merc, I spread the merc, and I take a willpower hit. So that is defiled. When they become strengthened, you draw another card, and you take the bottom. Where if this creature was strengthened, I would have to fight 3 instincts and 1 willpower. So that is the difference between defiled and strengthened. So the Striga gets stronger. And it's got an ambush effect. I need to spend 2... to reroll a die, I have to spend 2 instinct to reroll a die on the Striga. Oh, I've heard the word date too many times already. I know, Ryan, I know. I know, Pickle. Oh boy, I need water. So to beat this creature, I need 2 greens. 2 green. I think I'm going to spend a blue to sub in that. So I can do that. I'm gonna then start spending stuff for this fight. It's greens we're going for, and I've got her ability, and I've got this ability on the resolution to get rid of. I can get rid of a merc symbol and a skull. Okay, so I'm going to spend 1 to get a green, 1 to get a blue. Dawnstone's red, so I can block one of those damages. I get a shield for that. What else do I get? What else do I get? This is rerolls. I can remove a shield. You are in a place with a merc, so the strike is in a place with merc, so it gets a shield. And you're in a red or blue space. You're going to take that. I should probably do blue. It doesn't matter. I'm about to get rid of it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll do blue. I think we've done everything we can do for what this does. Okay. So I'm going to... I'll do that in what I'm... So I got my blue, I got my shield, got my green, and I got 1 reroll, but I have to spend 2 instinct to reroll it because of the ambush ability. Red doesn't really give me much because I'm strong in vigor, but no vigor tests have come up for me to do anything with it. I could do the runic if I want to spend that. If I want to spend this, I can do the runic sunlight crystal, get rid of, but I can also use her ability to get rid of stuff, so I'm covered. He can't help me. You can't help me. I think we're good. I think we're solid. We got everything we need. All right. Oh my gosh, here we go. That is not good. That is trash. Oh my gosh, I lost. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to... That doesn't help. Crap. You may reroll any number of dice, any number of times. Be able to reroll your dice in this challenge. So I have my free reroll that I have to spend 2 on. But I don't know if that applies to this one. You may reroll your dice any number of times by spending willpower for each one of your dice rolls. Spend 2 instinct to be able to reroll your dice. Yeah, sounds like it would pair. We're going to use the sunlight crystal. Pair that. and we're going to use this offering to get rid of that. I just need a crit. That's all I need. And then I'm going to use one of these to get rid of this. And I got to do what I got to do. 1, 2. Reroll. And, oh, and this. Back. Reroll. Oh. Oh my god. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I keep forgetting I gotta turn the Smith of it. I failed. Dang it! I failed the test. Oh, what happens when I fail? A hero must defeat a Rift Guardian as a region option, draw an enemy, and defeat it. If the hero succeeds in this, they can attempt the hard will test. As with the Merc, instead of performing the test, the hero can willingly take a taint to close off the offering. If more than one hero... If failure in any 2 steps, the hero must take a taint and the Merc Rift remains. So, I immediately take a taint. These 2 get shuffled back into the deck, and I feed the breed. Gosh. Right at the end. And my turn ends next turn. Yeah, I'm trying so hard to tell him that. What did I miss? You got to turn the big totem at the beginning of... Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I got caught up in it. Let me roll back. Let me roll back and see what I missed. Sorry. I'm not ignoring anybody. I just kind of got caught up in it. Let me roll back. I'm rolling all the way back. What did I see? I'm going all the way back to socks. All right. It only gets easier. Right. How much did I miss? Just finished dinner. Welcome, Barrett. Now I can use a plunger when combating a Merc Rift. Ew. Hey, meet me at the table. Hey, Barrett. A laugh with a finger pointing up. Greetings all. There's only... No. Hello all. Hey, Locator. Turn to Sventavid. That's where I missed it. Sorry about that. Greetings, Locator. You didn't turn to Big Totem, so you said it twice. My bad. I see dice. Have they been kind to Canje? No. Hey, Ryan. All these content creators trying to buy royalty. I am not royalty, but they are. They definitely are. Greetings, Ryan. They've been... howdy. Hey, Pickle. Canje, you forgot to turn the thing. I think you gotta do, like, Canje Studios for it to show up in bold for me, instead of just Canje. Very much the nicest thing. Haha, we were just jealous that Canje has this game. Whatever, Barrett. I am jealous. Okay, yes, I'm jealous. I think there may be a few left. There are a few left for you to get in the store if you want, or you can wait until May 3rd. I bought it. Just need to wait. You bought it. Awesome. I have heard the word taint too many times today. Taint it the truth. Wait, Pickle, damn it. Alright, you forgot to turn the big totem at the beginning of your turn. Yeah, sorry about that, Theory. I'll try to be more patient with looking at this. I've had one too many beers tonight. Up arrows. So we lost them. I was just nervous about that challenge. I was so close. Steven's playing Golden the Hungerer. He is laughing so hard. Okay. I guess I could have waited 5 minutes to ask my dice question. Canje need to turn it. Yeah, I'm trying so hard to tell him that. Yeah, sorry, Theory. I like I said, I looked away because of the challenge. This is why I can't... Yes, this is exactly why I can't play KDM solo. Canje winning this game is... Okay. It's getting worse. Yeah, sorry there. But I fed the breed, and I'm just shuffling this up. Can I just fight something with vigor? That would be great. That would be great. Okay. So. Next turn. Well. Another mountain card. See what happens. Raven Citadel, the Ruined Keep casts a foreboding shadow on. Oh, yes. Yeah, I did it right. I did it right. The Ruined Keep casts a foreboding shadow on the valley. Its watchers, the fallen Raven spawn tribe, lay dormant, veiled in fumes of the murk. Will you free their souls from oblivion, or will you scour the keep in search of ancient relics? Perform the Merc Binding ritual in the sacrificial chamber. I could spend one of those for sure, or pass a hard test. I'm gonna spend this. I don't feel like fighting anything and taking more. I don't want to go to my evil form. Okay. So disperse the Merc. Recover 1 feet. Okay. So we did that. We got it, and we got the new trait of Exalted. So we're heroic, exaltedly condemned. And we would get a mountain, but I don't want it. Alright, let's deal with this crap again. Before I turn vicious. Here we go. Finally. And you gain a shield. We're gonna make it. Yes, it doesn't matter, but you gain a shield. I cannot use crit effects in this. I just crit. So I can't use the bottom effects if I crit in this fight. Cool. I get 1 here. Well, let's do some stuff first. I could spend 1 to turn one of those rooms into a fight, but no. I need this, this. This is no good to me, so I'm not going to. So spend 2 to add 1 to this challenge. Yeah. 1, 2. give me an auto success. I'm gonna use next one. Well, I'll do it. I'll do it on because that's part of the termination phase. Okay. Here we go. So I'll spend 1. That you get 2 dice. Spend 1 to get that. Come on. I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. Alright, it is what it is. Trust in the heart of the card. I get a reroll on green. And red. I got a reroll on both. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. I don't care if I took a wound. It worked. I will use this ability. Get rid of that shield. Okay. I'm just checking stuff. I can get rid of Mercs and Bane. Well, just Mercs on that. That's all I could do. I'm taking an injury, but we're good. So these two are slamming down hard here for sure. With this, I can't use my special ability, so this is here. I got double. Okay. Now, I got that, but he's going to hit me for... when that happens in a challenge, I think it's double damage on the skull. Let's see. 2 damage symbols. It's 2 skull symbols. So 2 skull symbols says, for him, 1, 2, I got a wound. And for this, it's 1, 2. But I beat you. That's all that's important. I beat you. I got a wound, but I beat you. Yeah, so it's 1 instinct, 1 vigor, 1 instinct, 1 vigor. And I took a wound. And that means that my stat drops now. I can only go up to 5. But I beat you. And I get a trophy for beating. You have been defeated. Let's continue with this merc. Then we are going to pass draw an enemy and defeat it. If the hero succeeds in this, they can attempt a hard will test with the merc. Instead of performing the test, the hero can willingly take a taint. Yes, sir. I will flip to my dark form, but I closed it. But I closed it. And you know what that means? You smell the rock is cooking. Draw an enemy card. They can attempt a hard will test. Instead of performing the test, the hero can willingly take a taint. If both steps end with a success, the hero will receive an offering token. I can't use it because I'm on the evil side. And the Merc Rift token is removed from the region. Which, that's what I had to do as my scenario thingamadoohickey. Collect all journey tokens placed on the board and remove the Merc Rifts which appear due to this, which I did. And we won scenario 1. Yes, yes, yes. This says, let's go back to this card. When the heroes seal all of the Merc Rifts, move on to 2A. That is scenario 2. But we won scenario 2's, we won scenario 1. We beat it. 3 turns. 3 turns, we did it. Woohoo! We won. We don't get the Black Wanderer, but we did flip to our dark side of the Force. So I'll flip that over. Let's talk about, go back up here. So it says, scenario end. The scenario ends on its own once the last black stone is placed in the Sventivid statue. The next black page should be revealed, but we didn't do that. Third term's charm. If the heroes complete the scenario goal before the monolith ritual ends, the players are victorious, and each player gains 1 offering and an item. Hey, is there more than 1? There's more than 1 in here. Sweet. I got another fool's parsley. I got another one. Okay. Next, the players choose together which Dawnstone to add to the campaign save, replacing it with a black stone on the Sventivid. So that means that this is being corrupted. Which one do we want to add the black? To take the black. Which one do we want to take the black? I'm gonna protect the prime. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take the will. Yeah, I'll take the willstone. I'll take the willstone, and now the willstone has been corrupted, so it's now gets the black thingamadoohickey on it. And we did that. It was here. Okay. Let's see. So we've. So it says, next the players choose together which Dawnstone to add to the campaign save, replacing it with the black stone in the Sventivid statue. Regardless of how the scenario ends, each hero gains a new saga. Players can choose a new basic saga or grow one that is already owned. Well. So this is going to be up to you all. You are going to tell me which one to do. I'm either going to... Out of the 3, I have 3 sagas. And I'm going to put a poll up, and you're going to tell me which one to grow. Well, 2, actually. Not 3, 2. I have either Quarrel or the Sea Sentinel's Plate that we're going to grow. As far I need some vacation. Yeah, let me get a poll up on which one y'all want me to do. Which saga to grow? And it will be either Quarrel, RREL, or the Sea Sentinels. Plate. Polls going up. All right, vote on which one you want me to grow, and we'll show that story on what's there. Pick your choices. Quarrel is the wonderful sword, and Sea Sentinel Plate is the armor. So just pick which one you want. You want to see, just select in the chat, and we will see what happens. Thank you, Theory, for trying to be like, hey, 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 pay attention. So thank you for that. Sorry I missed that one as we were going. Yeah, usually when I get into like a deep test, I'm like when it's time to roll and things are like crunch, I just focus and I'm like, I'm just on it, just trying to find out what to do. Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I could miss or mess up? And it all, you know, it all basically depends. But yeah. Okay. We'll give it another minute. I don't have the chat thing up, so I can't see. So we'll give it another minute before I close it. Probably already determined. So I made a little bit of boo-boos on this one for sure. I forgot to turn this Centivid. I just got to make sure I have that in the cycle. Because I have this card here, that's why I've been running off of that. But I need to get that in my head. So I messed up. I mean, it wasn't game breaking. I recognized it, and then when Theory and Steve had told me that, I turned it. So it didn't break the game. It was just I forgot to turn it. Other than that, I also got caught on the and test. So it was a will and a instinct test. So I was supposed to do them separate, but I fixed those. That's a great catch. But I fixed those by rolling the proper die and then taking the damage as I needed. So it was resolved during play, and those were misses, but we solved them, which was good. So thank you so much. All right, let's end this poll. It looks like I'm going to have to make this decision. That's what that looks like. I'm going to have to make this decision. Yep, it's 50-50. 4 people voted. 4 people voted and it's 50-50? Y'all are mean. Okay, so... let's do Quarrel. We're gonna evolve Quarrel. Always Quarrel. So Quarrel's growth is Disputes of Nature. The Preplit's Blade Saga. They say that Preplit's sword never listened to its master. Those who came to wield it filled their lives with conflict and tragic death. There is no other way but to test it. So we need to go to the Cradle and have a settlement and a forest token. And then we need to pass one or another test to either become feared or devious to gain the Awe Smite or Provoke. So we will see. I have not evolved any of this for what those two are. I want to look at them, but I'm not gonna. Can't make me. So that is a new side quest that we have. So now whenever we're playing the game, we'll have this one and this one to do. And we can resolve as we need. This is the Cradle. And I'm assuming that means go to any place that's a cradle that has this symbol here. And then do it. Because there's nothing called the Cradle. I think you have to just go to any cradle. Yeah, I think you just have to go to anyone with that symbol. And I got to go to Caradon anyway. So to me, it's a mountain too. So to me, I can evolve both of these quite easily in a turn if I'm careful. So we can make it work. But that's... Oh. Am I sticking? Hopefully there's not. I'm seeing a stream. Ooh, I'm seeing a stream dip issue. Okay, it fixed itself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It looks like it fixed itself. Can y'all see me now? Is it good? Better? Better? Worse? Getting some weird ping rate. Holy snikes, it's getting bad. It's okay? Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry about that. That was just weird. I was getting weird ping rates like crazy. But yeah, so we've got two our personal saga, and now we've got the quarrel saga to do that we can go through and do that work. And then if we grow sea sentinels, we'll be able to deal with it. But we completed the first scenario of Ughmor's, and the second scenario that we're going to play, we're actually going to fight a herald. He comes into the mix, and he's going to start messing with us. So he knows we're trying to work against him and do stuff to annoy him. He wants to shut us down. But that is that. Yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a win. That's what I'm counting that as. So cool. But that's scenario one. It's very akin to what you saw in it's very akin to what you saw in scenario in the Path of the Chosen. It just is kind of like starting you off, right? There's even a story that goes with the first division, things like that. How to use the book. There's Path of the Chosen, Memory of the World. This is the free replayable scenario that you can just keep replaying as much as you want. But then there's Ughmor's Mask, Cult of Oblivion. This is the one that we just did. And then we're going on to Ughmor's Mask, Raid of the Scorn. So, but before we do that, let me go over... I don't have it. Oh, I gotta go back down the table. Hold on. And then I can do it here. Alright. But before that happens, there is... So, this is the one that we just completed. And this is the one that we're going into, Ughmor's Mass Raid of the Scorn, that has a completely different setup. And there is... Here's the thing. Single, standalone, select one additional basic card together with corresponding saga for the hero. And solo mode, use the solo rules. So I want to get you all's thoughts on how you want me to do this, right? This is the reason why I scroll to this, because I know you all want to see the different characters played. You know, Steven was saying he wants to see the Hungerer played and whatnot. I can, because I didn't kind of grow my main saga on purpose, I can just say, okay, that was the single scenario I played with that part of the campaign, and that was one hero that had to deal with that, and now the whole other hero stepping in, so I can bring in a new hero. And the setup on here kind of is very thematic. So it says, if it's a single scenario entry level, basically select one additional basic saga with the corresponding saga deck for the hero. So I think I can grow. I think I can grow. When a character turns evil, can they be cured? I'll get to that one in 1 second. I think I can grow a saga for that, which kind of picks up where this one left off. So it says if you want to do it special, you can grow your saga, and I could do that for the next character. So if you want to see me play another character or stay with Zavara, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in chat. Let me know however. Okay, on to the question. That is not showing up in chat in this chat for some reason. Oh, there it is. Just showed up. So it says, when a character turns evil, can they be cured? Yes. They don't turn evil. That's the thing. It's like you turn to your dread form. It's you've been consumed by the murk. You haven't turned onto a campaign ravage spree. What you basically do is that you flip your card over to this side, which shows, and I can show that real quick, which basically says that you're still you just can't use offerings, you can't use trophies, and you can't use feats. Your die that you use, where hers, you actually get a green die, and to use that green die, you have to use a prime. So whenever you're doing instinct test or an instinct fight against a threat, you have to use a prime to get that die that comes with a reroll. On your camp phase, you'll be able to cure 4 of any attributes that you want. How you get rid of this ability is you get rid of one of these 3 taints. So as soon as you get a card, like this one card here that I pulled, the Calibra Refuge, that says recover 3 and 1 feat and remove 1 taint. As soon as you remove 1 taint, as soon as you do it, you flip back over to your normal side. As soon as you do it, you just can't have 3. That's what that means. Another bad thing that happens when you have 3 like this can also work against you. So you're like, oh, that's not so bad. It actually is in that form because you're still playing. But what's going to happen is when you have all 3 filled here, if something says, or if you clear one of these taints, or you take a taint like from one of these cards that says you gain 1, and these are filled up, you actually put one of these on your prime space, and your prime space is forever corrupted. You can never fill back up the 3. Ever. You can actually get to the point where you can't use any prime whatsoever, so you're posed. Like, that's just what it is. So just know, yes, you can come back, but that's what it looks like. So hopefully that answers your question. What's the save? So campaign save the campaign according to the standard rules, excluding garrison tokens which are not transferred to the next scenario. So we lose all our garrison. Okay, cool. So standard save rules, which are here. The Sentivid Cat statue keeps the inserted stone, so now it has a black stone. Dawn stones which were replaced by black stones are placed in the campaign save, and they should be placed on the first available ritual rifts at the start of the new scenario. I don't know what that means. I'll have to read about it. The page of Dawn and the black page with the corresponding number are removed from the game, uncovering the backs of the next pages, page cards in the scenario deck with a number corresponding to the next scenario. Keep 1 garrison and 1 watchstone. But in this scenario, we lose all garrisons. If there were any on the board, we don't keep 1; we keep none. For each Thymoor containing more than 2 Merc Rifts, add the excess Merc Rifts to the campaign save. Do the same with the incursion tokens. Okay. Keep the enemy breed and exploration decks in their current state, maintaining any additional cards from the Feed the Breed and new types added from scenario cards. Then shuffle the cards previously discarded during the game. Heroes keep all their cards and tokens. Return all god, creature, and exploration cards to their respective decks and shuffle that deck. And heroes restore their attributes and prime to their maximum values and recover all feats. However, big however, that should be in bold, they do not remove injuries nor taint. So you start the next scenario in a bad way. I think I might go for the single scenario aspect because that might be a rough start for me. So that's pretty much that. Okay. Get back here just to make sure. So that's pretty much that though. But just keep that in mind. That last sentence that should be bold is not bold. Is that if I play this, I wouldn't lose the taint or the injury. But we're gonna, I think we might end up just doing this as one-shot scenarios as we walk through. And I'll pick a different character, paint a different character, because I painted 2 minis so far. I painted her, and I need to paint Ughmor. So I'll probably be doing that this Saturday to get that set up. Okay, so things to come. Let's see, today's Tuesday, so Thursday, Pandemic Legacy with Steven and Pac-Man. Yeah. Thursday, Pandemic Legacy with Steven and Pac-Man. Friday, Gloomhaven with Rob from Rob's Gaming Table, Kate and Cynthia. Saturday, One Stop Co-op Shop Chat with Barrett and Steve. Sunday is the first day of Roll and Write Day, so Sunday I'll be playing 4 Against the Darkness. And then I'm on vacation for the rest of the week, so it's either going to be Monday or it's going to be Tuesday, but one of the two. One of the two. I have to plan it out, but one of the two, I'm going to be playing Scenario 2 Tuesday will be the late night one again. Wednesday, I'll be playing scenario 3. Thursday is the late night. Friday is Gloomhaven, but prior to Gloomhaven, I'm probably going to play scenario. So next week's going to be a week filled with streams to where I get through the entire scenario of Zerywia. Anyway, the game. Yeah. So roll and write, print and play days have hit, and so we're going to be doing 4 Against the Darkness on Sunday. But I do want to get through this. I am enjoying it a lot. So I just have to learn the rules properly for the Herald so I can teach it properly. But other than that, I mean, I'm going to make mistakes, but I just want to make sure that I'm knowledgeable enough to be able to speak intelligently about the Herald and go through those, which I still need to do that. So I'll take that time to do it, and we'll play 4 Against the Darkness and see how it goes. So it ought to be good. All right, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you. Gameplay wasn't that bad. About 2 hours? 2 hours? Less than 2 hours. Hour 45. So, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell just to get any updates on any upcoming streams. I will endeavor my best to make sure that those are always up to date, and they are. I pushed out Legends of Novus even further because of this game. But I will get to Legends of Novus again, I promise. It's just I want to play this. I want to play this. So we'll try it and see how it goes. And it ought to be a lot of fun. But thank you so much for everybody for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. Insert comment slogan here. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.